Welcome viewers to a chilling exploration of a dark chapter in history, the brutal death of fascist leader Benito Mussolini. In this video, we delve into the gripping narrative of one of the 20th century's most influential yet controversial figures. On the 28th of April 1945, Benito Mussolini met a gruesome end at the hands of partisans, marking the culmination of his rise to power, his tyrannical rule, and the unraveling of his grand ambitions. Join us as we unravel the events that led to the brutal demise of the fascist leader and the profound impact it left on the course of history. Born on July 29, 1883, in Prato, northern Italy, Benito Mussolini emerged into a world marked by a tumultuous family background. Raised in a household with socialist roots, his parents, despite respectable jobs, struggled financially, largely due to his father's extramarital affairs. Mussolini, as a child, exhibited a notable intelligence tempered by an unruly nature and a penchant for violence among peers. This combination of qualities hinted at the complexities that would shape his future. In 1903, seeking refuge from national service, Mussolini journeyed to Switzerland. There he not only spread revolutionary socialist messages, but also actively contributed to a socialist newspaper, Avanti, despite facing multiple arrests for agitating general strikes. Returning to Italy in 1904, Mussolini found himself compelled to join the army for 2 years. During the early 1900s, he distanced himself from socialism, engaging in the upheavals against Italy's war with the Ottoman Empire. A significant turn came with his editorship at Avanti, where he played a pivotal role. In October 1914, as the First World War unfolded, Mussolini defied the socialist stance by calling for war. This move led to his resignation from the Socialist Party. The die was cast, and Mussolini's trajectory would soon take a dramatic turn toward the emergence of Italian fascism. The course of Mussolini's life shifted dramatically with Italy's entry into World War I in 1915. Wounded during a training exercise, he returned home with a transformed perspective, no longer aligning with socialist ideals. Mussolini envisioned a revolutionary force emerging from veterans, former socialists, anarchists, and republicans. Forming the Fasci di Combattimento, or fighting bands, Mussolini's paramilitary group drew inspiration from ancient Rome's symbolism of unity and purpose. Clad in black shirts, they became known for both violence and humiliation, particularly targeting leading socialists. By 1921, Mussolini had solidified various factions under the umbrella of the fascist political party, witnessing a surge in membership to over $300,000. In August 1922, during a general strike called by socialists, Mussolini seized the opportunity to frame it as a threat to the nation. Occupying key buildings, the fascists presented themselves as the solution to governmental incapacity. The government resigned, martial law was instigated, and on October 28, 1922, Mussolini received the symbolic surrender of power from King Emmanuel III. With a firm grip on power, Mussolini sought to establish himself as the dictator of Italy. His black-shirted organization not only engaged in violence, but also silenced opposition through brutal means. Notably, when a leading socialist, Giacomo Matteotti, spoke out against Mussolini, he was kidnapped and brutally beaten to death. Mussolini cultivated close ties with the Catholic Church, understanding the need for their support. To solidify his regime, he aimed to eradicate illiteracy, shaping the curriculum to indoctrinate youth into supporting a strong leader. The National Afterwork Program was introduced to provide recreational activities for workers, increasing the availability of libraries, leisure centers, and cinemas. Elections were abolished, political parties banned, and a special tribunal established to suppress perceived subversive elements. Mussolini presented himself as an almost superhuman figure, orchestrating propaganda films and asserting that his speeches could cure deafness. In reality, his regime was characterized by political oppression, propaganda, and the suppression of dissent, creating the groundwork for an authoritarian rule that would leave a lasting impact on Italy. Mussolini's vision extended beyond the borders of Italy, as he sought to elevate the nation to a prominent position on the world stage. Eager to address Italy's lack of colonial holdings compared to other European powers, Mussolini embarked on a mission to create a new Roman Empire. In North Africa, he brutally suppressed rebellions, employing forced marches, chemical weapons, and concentration camps. The Abyssinian crisis saw Mussolini unleashing his modern army against Abyssinia, modern-day Ethiopia, using chemical weapons once again. The invasion resulted in the deaths of tens of thousands. During the Spanish Civil War, Mussolini intervened on the side of Franco's nationalists, aligning Italy with Nazi Germany. This period showcased the military might of the fascist allies and highlighted Mussolini's growing closeness with Adolf Hitler. As World War II erupted, Mussolini's Italy found itself unprepared for the challenges that lay ahead. Struggles in North Africa against the British, unsuccessful campaigns against an outnumbered Greek army, and the eventual defeat in North Africa marked Italy's early wartime missteps. Mussolini's eagerness for Italian participation in the invasion of the Soviet Union led to significant casualties. The Yugoslav campaign witnessed brutal actions, including mass executions and detention in concentration camps. The fall of Mussolini's government in July 1943 signaled the beginning of the end, exacerbated by the Allied invasion of Sicily and bombings on the Italian mainland. Facing a vote of no confidence, including his son-in-law voting against him, Mussolini was deposed by the king. The new Italian prime minister sought to end the war, but Germany had different plans. Invading and dividing the country, they established the Republic of Salo in the north, where Mussolini was installed as a puppet ruler. As the Axis powers faced defeat in North Africa and the United States joined the war against Italy, Mussolini's government crumbled. Allied bombings intensified, including attacks on Rome. Mussolini's puppet state was in shambles, and with the collapse of the Republic of Salo, he attempted to flee, marking the final chapter of his tumultuous rule. Mussolini's legacy is marked by failed wars, a destructive ideology, and a lasting impact on Italy's role in World War II. His ambitious foreign engagements, brutal domestic policies, and alliance with Hitler shaped a dark chapter in the 20th century. The consequences of his rule echo through history, influencing subsequent dictators. For more in-depth explorations of historical events, don't forget to support the channel. Your engagement helps us continue uncovering the complexities of the past.